Hey, listen up. I want to give a thank you to the members of Napalm. You are the sponsors of this channel, and thank you for your support. I think you are interested in becoming a member, so strap on your gear, equip your weapon, and cast the spell of awesome by clicking join down below the video for options. And I want to give a very special thank you to the Lords of Napalm. Bounty Code, Jared Woodhouse, Daimlos, Farthest Reach, Sparrow, Christopher Hensel, Random Rob, Kenneth Kramer, Zelic Lived, Rodden Yo Mom, and Greenhouse. Thank you for your highest tier membership.
For group chat, we have 4 different groups for people to use for our various gaming.
What's up, everybody?
Industries. You have to level up to level 5 in our server to be able to say anything in our voice chat unless I manually unmute you, because it's a server-wide mute from level 1 to level 4. Once you hit level 5, you get unmuted and you can speak in voice chat. People would rather, and this is the downside to that, people would rather spin up private Discord groups for their, just add me to your friend list and we're going to spin up a private call for the group that we're doing tonight.
Yeah.
Rather than have to level up in a Discord server, which has further splintered the voice chat aspect of things. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, because you can't just randomly get somebody, it's a pain in the butt anyway to get somebody on a random. You just don't deal with it. So the additional people added to the group in a pug typically are just in group chat and nobody's talking in it or even reading it sometimes because they're busy in Discord. And yeah.
Point in case was Sticks spamming group chat. Invite Son of Corbin. Invite Son of Corbin, and I'm over here chatting and not paying attention to group chat.
That's how it happens.
I don't look at group chat.
Yeah. Son of Corbin.
So is that all we need to do this? Is the 4 people?
Well, I think Styx is DPS, so we'll have to temporarily remove.
Hi guys, we are.
All right. Nathan.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll catch you guys on the other side. I'm headed to go get my flat points.
Yep, and we'll definitely. I think we're gonna wrap
What's
this
up,
up shortly,
Yahi?
and then we'll be able to pick you up and.
Ended up firing up the old
chat
WoW
around and go
subscription
questing.
after watching it. So y'all on Pagle looking for raiders? If so, what class y'all looking to fill? Hey, real quick, Renfell.
No, by the way, don't leave the channel. Just keep going. Let's rock.
Yeah, this question I think it gets asked a lot. A lot of people are coming to WoW and hopping on the server to join us. They're mostly, a lot of people are interested, obviously, in what we're going to be doing later as we level up through Wrath and get to raiding and all that. What kind of, have you noticed any specific classes that people we need to
everybody
fill?
keeps. No, so here's going to be my answer, and you and I probably need to get together, Nathan, and think about like writing a guild charter.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have different raid groups and.
Yeah, because
we need leaders.
We also had a very good discussion today about how some people are like, I want to go in blind and not read strategies because we've never done it before, and then we have some people who it came up in YouTube chat how some people, not the people who were talking this morning, I'm saying there are people in the guild and in the world generally who have expectations about running certain mods, and they're going to be upset if we're wiping because we're not running mods and because we're not using a strategy.
They don't want to join our raid group, but they can have one,
exactly.
like a hardcore one, yeah.
Right, because we're wanting to do things fresh and not use strategies. So we're gonna have to make sure that we've outlined that completely in a document somewhere. But to answer your question, knowing what I know about the way people play invite So when we take this quest, hold on a second here, Nathan, I'll answer.
Okay, sure.
When we take this quest, do we all need to trigger it at the same time, or how does this work?
It's more or less like the way it works is like an escort. So as soon as someone triggers it, it'll pop up for everyone. But the problem is, at the end, everyone needs to turn in and not take the next part till everyone has turned in the previous part.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna get that answer for you, Richard. But honestly, play the class you want. that you enjoy for now, until we start getting the raid groups set up and everything, get leaders and everything, and you decide what raid group you want to join, because like he's talking about, we'll be playing it with my raid group as noobs, right?
Yeah, if everyone...
So we won't be
said
making
they're ready,
progress as
let's do it.
fast as a group that's already done this before, already knows the fights, wants to look up strategies and all that kind of thing.
Now, to better answer your question, Nathan, are we looking for any specific classes? No, not yet, and here's why. Based on everything I've ever seen from previous progression servers across all the different games we play, EverQuest 1, EverQuest 2, etc. If we do a raid list now, within 2 months, 60% of those people are going to be gone or not playing regularly anymore.
That's true.
So there's no point in getting a raid list together until we're getting to the point where once we're about 2 weeks out from wanting to raid, that's when we're going to want to compile a list of who's ready, who's available, and we'll make our raid roster then, which is that's going to be end of November, right? Like,
yeah,
because it's going to take us a couple of months to level up to max in
And
Wrath.
everybody needs to turn in.
Okay, paying attention now.
Yeah, and other groups may get there sooner, but
And not take the next part until everybody's turned in. I'll do another ready check.
I'm in Shatrath, so when you guys are done, I'll be good to go. We'll go get the other flight point, so I have it.
Son of Corbin he's not ready apparently. Okay, there he goes.
We're gonna all after.
So
we
if
get
it
up
takes
to
us
quest,
2
we're gonna meet
months
up
to
here.
get from, was it the new cap is 80?
Yep.
Yeah, if it takes us 2 months to get to 80, that's when we're gonna want to do the raid roster and see who's actually still around and playing and wants to actually be raiding, because we'll lose half the people easily. They'll get bored, the nostalgia will wear off. We're not gonna be moving fast enough. They're gonna want to go do something else. There's gonna be 100 reasons.
Yeah. True enough.
So leveling for the win.
I thought Styx was healing.
Yeah, and we'll have multiple raid groups, Richard. So, because the guild is already getting pretty big, but the Wrath launch is going to get huge. So we'll have multiple raid groups, and we'll have multiple leaders, and that there'll be several options. There'll be lots of options for doing content for sure. But yeah, I think it's I always say I think it's more important for you to pick a class that you just love playing. You know, I always think that's the most important. Now, you never know, like, you know, there may be a role available in a group you want, and you know what I mean? Like, there's no way for us to know for sure how that's going to go until we start setting everything up.
So do we have to retake the quest?
Yep, we'll have to redo that fight.
Redo the fight or retake the quest?
Okay,
redo that fight, because if you remember, you already turned in the first quest.
Okay.
So we're going to be stuck on this till we beat it.
How do we respawn it? Oh, the guy's still there. Okay. So I guess he won't despawn. Okay. The Blood Brothers failed. Okay, so it automatically failed the quest. Gotcha.
Good morning, Jonathan. How's it going, my friend?
Chat. Concentrate on leveling for sure. It'll be a while before you're raiding.
Mm-hmm.
2 months, Crinkle says. I'm hoping to be 2 weeks. Yeah, I'm not going to be level 80
Yeah, some
in 2
people
weeks.
will. Yeah, some people will. They'll go.
Well, and that's the perfect
Who
example,
suck.
because this happened. This happens to us every time we do a progression server, like EverQuest 1, EverQuest 2. Some people who join the guild get all excited because they're like, "Oh, there's going to be we're doing it as a guild," and then we get 4 weeks in, and they're like, "This group is going too slow. I want to be raiding now," and they go off and join another guild, which is fine.
Yeah.
That's absolutely fine.
But we're not
That's why we're not.
Yeah, we're not a fast burn guild. We're not trying to ruin. Well, I use the word ruin because that's how I feel about it. That's why I don't do it. We're not trying to spit through the content, chew it up, and spit it out so quickly that we're rating ASAP. We're actually more of a slow burn. We're going to try to enjoy the content. We're going to gear up. We're going to learn the game. I mean, I'm lost in Shatrath right now, so obviously we're not like the, you know, like we don't know the game very well, and we want to enjoy it. So if you're looking for like, dude, we're going to work together as a guild to level up as quick as possible and just chew up the content, then we're probably just not that guild.
I just want to enjoy the people that I'm with.
Yeah.
As well.
Pickle my pickle, baby.
What?
Yeah, you know, and that kind of also goes back to the whole like socialization in MMOs that people complain about. I'm curious, those people that complain, are they complaining because they're sitting around expecting people to initiate the conversation, or are they initiating a conversation and nobody's responding?
99% of the time I have found it's because people don't initiate the conversations.
Yeah, like I find that if I join a group, specifically in World of Warcraft, that everyone's like, they're quick to complain about, has no socialization. If I start talking in group chat, other people talk.
Yeah, they usually do, yeah.
But in general, they won't talk, because if we're just grouping to do some quests, you know, they'll drop group after we finish the quest. But if I start talking, almost all the time they respond and we start a conversation.
By the way,
Am I okay to
Shatrath is a
start
jumbled up mess. What in the world?
I
cannot
think
figure
it's
out
the
to get out of
difference
here.
between people socializing and people being forced to socialize.
Okay, Sudbridge. I do not like cities like Shatrath. This is such a pain in the butt.
How many events are there in this series?
I can't remember. I think like 5.
All right.
Can I not just walk out of the city?
Can I sheep?
I think they're immune. They're immune to stun for sure.
Good morning. What's up, Matt?
Oh, we got a 70 rogue helping us. I was like, man, these are dying fast. But to the other point you guys were talking about, yeah, absolutely. People should just play what they want to play.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to time to raid, then make the decision.
Yeah, because to be honest, in my opinion, if you don't play something you like and you're just playing it because that's what the guild needs, I mean, are you really going to stick around for long on that character? You know what I mean? Like, if you don't even like it, you're just playing it for the guild. I don't like telling people to do that. I just don't feel like they'll hang around long. I wouldn't, you know. If I was forced to play a, I don't know, a shadow priest, I mean, it's just not my class, you know. I would do it for a little while just to help the guild, but I'm not going to stick around on it, you know.
Yeah.
So we can always do the old school tactic. If we need something specific, we can find it. You know what I mean? Specifically get out there and look for someone that is that.
Well, the other thing, too, is there's going to be 10 and 25-man raid, or 20-man raid. So
yeah.
We can have multiple 10-man raid forces.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, exactly.
I mean, we may have some people that want to raid, you know, several times, so maybe they'll run a raid group on a different day or whatever, you know.
Yeah, and to be honest, I don't know. I'm just guessing based on
Final Fantasy 14 rating, which I did do, and that game is based on World of Warcraft rating, you know what I mean? So I'm basing it on what I know from that game, and if it's anything like that, then it really may come to a point where our group at some point has to be trained by a, you know what I mean? Like they have to work with us, you know, and be like, here's why you guys aren't able to do X, Y, Z. You need to work on this, that, and the third, right? So there may be a experienced raid group at some point after we're like, okay, now we just want to, we know how to do the raid, we just
The other group
can't do it, right?
This isn't us.
Yeah, I saw it.
Playing WoW.
So
Next time you play Fury on a Vi, are you leaving Gloomy? Yes, I am.
This happens all the time. So go ahead and pop it.
Did everybody
Yep,
click
next
ready?
stream I'm going to leave Fury on a Vi and start exploring, I mean, not Fury on a Vi, leaving Gloomy Deep Mines, start exploring, I forgot where Wrathy Mountains, that's where I picked.
What kind of weapon is that? My God.
Who?
The weapon this Warmaul
in
champion
EverQuest,
has.
Jonathan? Is that what you're asking?
Giant
or
axe
in Wrath?
or something.
I'm not looking to like power level or anything. I'm just looking to. I mean, the leveling up is pretty fast in that game. I just want to go through zones, see places. On my way up through, like, I'll hit up Unrest. You know, at first I'm just going to be seeing what in the world, where it dumps me out at in Wrathy Mountains, right? But I assume at some point I'll just want to go, you know, maybe do a stream where we hit up Unrest. You know what I mean? Like, if I go too fast, I'm going to miss all that stuff.
That's generally how this goes. When you have more than one group, they just take turns.
I'm not trying to go too fast.
Go ahead and pop it. So this is the last one.
Yeah, buffs are fine. Yeah,
I didn't
definitely.
even check the reward.
Definitely.
He resurrects himself after we kill him. So we have to kill him twice.
Okay. This one is the one that had the reward. I didn't even look. Oh.
Yeah,
Mogar, hero of the war ball.
Experience for this is definitely real.
It is.
55.
I'm already we're halfway through. Pretty ridiculous.
I've got to figure out why my stupid taskbar never disappears anymore.
Did you?
It's all games all of a sudden. There we go. Nope.
Oh my goodness, that staff is amazing. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's a that healer mace. I'll definitely want on the Paladin. Yeah, this dagger is.
Is it worth us running down there and getting the flight point first, or just running straight?
Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you for your patience, Nathan.
No problem. I need to fly and meet you guys back in.
No, we're gonna get a flight point and then meet you in Shatrath, and then from there we're gonna run together. I think to the place where we'll start questing.
Alright, I'm gonna try to get rid of the stupid taskbar. It's driving me nuts.
Thank you, Sticks. Appreciate it, man. That was awesome.
Nathan, in your options,
Yeah.
you have it set to like what?
Full screen or windowed. It doesn't matter. It doesn't go away.
Like your Windows hotbar?
Yeah, the stupid with my icons and stuff. I've never had this problem in my life. It always, you go to full screen, it goes away. It's not doing that anymore. In any
What
game.
if while you're... Oh, in any game?
Yeah, it's not just this game. It was... Which World of... Or actually, in EverQuest, you know, I kind of always done that. But, so maybe I'm wrong. But, I mean, it actually hinders this game. I can't even see my stuff because the stupid taskbar's in the way.
Okay, this is pretty awesome looking. These little floating islands and then the waterfalls falling off of that one island. What?
Alright.
Look at
here's the
that.
options for this. Personalization.
Okay, this is some really cool world design right here. Oh, and the windmill on the bridge. What? Oh. Sorry, I'm geeking out. This is really cool.
This is the open world PvP section here. This is the point. And if you go... Actually, where's he at?
Crinkled is asking, is your taskbar locked and or maybe it is set? Maybe check that your auto hide functionality has been disabled.
Yeah. It's on automatically hide. I just turned that on. It's still not hiding.
Oh, here.
God. This is freaking crazy.
Check this guy to see. There might be any gear you want at some point.
Oh, he does have an 18 slot bag that I can... Oh, never mind.
Yeah, so that 18 slot bag you can get, as we quest and kill things, they'll drop these Oshugun power powder things. Once you, every 20 stack of 20, you can come back here and turn them in and you'll get 1 token. So you only need to do that 8 times and you can get the bag.
Nice.
And they stack up to 100 or 200, I think. So
Yeah, for real, Sticks, that quest is definitely, now that I know about it, that's definitely a must. Because that was great XP, and that weapon will probably take me all the way to, like, till 70 and beyond. Battle Mage's
Alright, I'm
Baton.
trying that now, Danny. I'm trying that right now. I'm looking for the Windows Explorer.
Is that like a caravan of elephants?
It's on my second monitor, but
Yep.
I'm looking for it now.
we'll actually want to kill them at some point. They'll drop some battle plans or something.
What is this giant thing right there? It's just like a giant rock. This is a really cool looking zone, like...
Yeah, this zone has members of the consortium, which are like these... oh, what do they call them, guys? They look like animated mummy wrappings, is what they kind of look like.
Alright, that worked. By the way,
Is it
chat
coffee?
helped me.
Entiendo muy caliente.
Thank you very much, Danny. Appreciate it, man. Gosh, that was driving me nuts.
Renfiel's gonna get eaten by an elephant.
Probably if I restarted
I
my
might be.
computer
Chris
every now
brought
and
me
then.
food, and I've got kittens and hot coffee, and I gotta sort everything real quick.
Okay, now that I got that annoying problem out of the way, are we meeting in Shatrath? Is that where I need to go?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yep.
alright. I'm headed there.
Thank you, Christy. Sorry, guys, I got sidetracked because they're bringing me an egg salad sandwich and hot coffee. My wife loves me. Neener, neener, neener.
Yeah, thank you, Danny. Appreciate it, man. That got it.
Egg salad sandwich.
I haven't had one in a few months, so this is a little bit of a treat.
Yeah, my wife doesn't listen at all.
So we
So
have
this is the faction. Yeah, this is the faction that we started working on in the previous zone.
I normally
Sure,
just
nine,
restart
I
my
think they're
computer. but I can't do that while I'm live. It'll cancel the stream.
Just gonna do the turn-ins, so we've got it. And then get your flight path.
Sure, flies, get Shatrath. Here we
I'm
go.
gonna take you to the quartermaster.
Okay.
Take a look at it real quick because you can actually do a bunch of stuff to get extra faction here. But
that might be worth it.
unless there's an item you want, it's really not worth it.
What am I looking for?
I'm at him right now.
Oh, okay.
The quartermaster guy. Looks like leather casting.
Now, Renfell,
Oh, yeah.
do you plan on continuing to play WoW Classic all the way through Cataclysm Classic?
Well, I've never done Wrath of the Lich King, so I want to complete that expansion in its entirety. So,
Yeah.
however long that is.
I mean, would you even go into Cataclysm Classic?
I don't know, because I don't know enough about the game and the history and everything else. So if I'm still having fun at that point, probably, because this is a new game for me.
True.
So it's new content that I've never done.
What server you guys on? We're on
so
Pagle,
I
Tony.
can't really answer that question right now.
Hey,
'cause
what's
I
up, man?
don't
How you doing?
know. I don't have the memories that some people have about how Cataclysm fucking ruined the game for me and I'm never going to play it because of that. Like, I don't have that association. So, you know, if they do it and I'm still having fun and it's providing me with an income stream on YouTube, yeah, I'm going to do it. Can you sort this by, what is this? The reins? Oh, this must be those.
Yeah, you can get epic riding mounts from these. What they look like is what's standing right next to them.
I think it's all like mail. I don't really see any. There is one item, this Band of the Elemental Spits, a ring.
What's that dragon you got to build up faction for called? I feel like if we got time, we should try to do that. You know
Oh,
what I'm
dude,
talking about?
we're gonna
Which
have time.
expansion?
On this one, where you go and like you start out hated and you have to.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're talking for the Nether Drakes.
Yeah, the Nether Drakes. We should really
Yeah.
try to do that. Like, I really want one bad.
Is that this expansion?
Yeah.
Or is it?
Yep, it's on this
Yep.
expansion. So if we got time before Wrath, like,
It's in Shadow Moon Valley. If you open up your map
okay,
and click on Shadow Moon Valley, in the lower right-hand corner, there's Netherwing Ridge. There's like an island.
yeah.
That's where you'll go.
That's where you get the quest to build faction on that island. Is that
Yep.
right? Yeah. I did.
Yep.
I actually did do that, but it was out of era. I don't remember what period of time that was. But I love that mount.
Yeah, it takes about 2 weeks to get it.
Is it one of those things where you're only allowed to do so much a day, or some kind of weird something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
what I
daily.
thought. Yep.
Yeah. That's why it takes 2 weeks.
Yep.
It's just 2 weeks of just doing like 3 or 4 quests every day. Each day the quests change.
Right. It kind of cycles through. There's quite a bit of them. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, there's also one here in Terracore. I think it's
That's it,
if you
Danny.
look
I
on the
want to
map,
do
the lower
that.
right-hand corner again, there's the Skedis area. There's a faction there that you can work on to get a flying ray mount, like a manta ray looking thing.
Oh yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm not trying to become Asmongold here, but I do want some.
You are. Yes, you are. We're all. I
I'm in on the mounts. I'm in on the
Fire.
mounts. I'm not trying to join his mount offs or anything. But there's a few mounts I want.
So here we'll want to grab
Nice,
the
Danny,
quest
nice.
from the lower city here. Oh, I think.
following you at this point, man.
Oh, are you guys here now? Okay.
Mhm.
Yep.
Alright. There you are. Look how popular it is, man. People everywhere.
Are we all nighting the first night, Nathan?
Dude, I'm down. I'm so down.
So the mounts that we were just talking about, Renfail, are these here.
Okay.
You get to pick which color you want.
Oh, these are cool too. How do you get these again? That was what you're talking about.
Yep, these are the nether wings.
Oh, these
so
are
once
the
you,
nether wings. Oh, that's not even the
Yep.
one I was thinking of in my brain then. I got it
You might
mixed
be
up.
thinking the one in Wrath for Worm Rust Accord. Those are the drakes.
Yeah, I think that is what I'm
Red,
thinking of.
green, blue,
Yeah,
bronze.
that's what I thought in my brain. Right. Well, anyway, those are
Yeah.
cool. I'd like to get that too. That'd be fun. They're dragons.
No, I'm going for a blue drake, baby.
Yeah,
Like,
blue drake. That'd be sick. Or red
There's
drake.
a black
is what
one.
I
I'll go for the black one. But is this the quest we want?
Grab that one. Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
Can you get
I don't
that
have-
one, Nathan?
No, not yet. I'll grab the ones
What
I
about
can,
this
though.
guy over here?
Nope, he's gray.
Okay, these
I
quests are
may
green.
just be with you guys for the group XP at this point. I just need to play every day till I catch up to you guys.
Well, don't forget on the 30th we'll be moving off of these tunes.
Yeah. In which case, then eventually we'll meet up again and be the same level again.
Grabbing this one.
Yep. Can you grab this one, Nathan?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't think I'll be able to get any of them. There's only one or a few in this city that are showing. I'll get good experience for the kills though.
Get good, bro. Come on.
I'm trying.
I'm surprised.
Proto Drakes.
Do you have... Yeah, let's see. Yeah, that's another set of drakes you can get in Wrath.
Tony, are you thinking about playing, by the way? Or do you already play, just not on this server, or...
The proto drakes, their forearms are attached to their wings, so they only have like hind legs, and then they have no forearms. Now the other drakes, they have hind legs and front legs, and then they have...
That's
the
a real
wings
dragon,
separate.
yeah. Because if they don't have arms, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's a worm, right? If they just have their arms part of their wings, that's a worm, right?
From like Dungeons and Dragons, yeah,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
right. We'll see if you can pick up...
Nice, Tony.
You should be able to pick up this one at the very least. It's along this road here. I bet once you hit 62, you could probably pick up a lot of these. Does this guy have a quest for you?
Gray for me.
Gosh.
Oh, got a Terramoth on me. I always like the way the moths look in this game.
Yeah, they kind of look
can't
like Mothra,
dismount.
huh?
Yeah, the kills are really good XP, so. Proto Drakes. Oh, okay. Proto Drakes in this game are wyverns, basically.
Alright, I'm back. Alright.
So that's good for you to know,
turn it
too, Rimfell. In World of Warcraft, a drake is a dragon. A proto drake is a wyvern.
Okay. Were we supposed to get the 2 follow-ups here? I just grabbed them.
What just happened? Oh, dang it. I just activated PvP. Just attacked a guard. Why did they attack that lady?
Work emergency. I know what that's a work emergency for Maduros.
Oh, okay.
I think we were supposed to grab the follow-up. At least I grabbed him. But you can't get any of these, right?
I can't, no. I'm just gonna be getting kill experience.
Let's see here. I'm assuming... Is this all part of the forest? There's a flight path south of us.
Yeah, I went and got that one.
The one way southeast of us?
Yeah, while I was waiting on you guys, I ran down and grabbed it.
Okay, I'm wondering if it looks like that's where we're going. I have I have a turn in there, and then we have things that are around us for one of the quests. But you can't do it. Let's well, let's wait for Maduros to get back and then see where he wants to go.
Let's pull a few moss while we wait.
Indeed. So I gotta fill you in, Nathan, because there was a funny thing that happened yesterday, which Maduros is he was here for it. There was a I did that post the other day on reputation, right?
Okay.
Play reputation, etc. And you know, it's a divisive thing.
Sure.
And people have opinions.
Yeah.
And there was a guy who brilliantly made my point for me. He came on the video and he left this comment. I'm paraphrasing here. People can go read it at their leisure. But he basically said, I'm all for player-voted blacklists because many games are full of assholes, and therefore I want a player voting system to be able to flag the assholes so that I never have to group them. I'm paraphrasing here.
Okay.
And I came back and said, could you please tell me which games are full of assholes?
I already know where this is going.
And he said, EverQuest, World of Warcraft, League of Legends are all full of assholes, and players like Asmongold, who is also an asshole. And I replied back and I said, can you please give specific examples of why these people are assholes? Because you're literally making my point for me right now about how the opinions you have does not dictate whether or not someone is an asshole, because you're not giving me examples. You're just claiming that these people are assholes without actually providing proof that they have done anything to be an asshole. And if you're allowed to vote that person down just because you think they're an asshole and they haven't actually done a bannable offense, then that's exactly why a player voted system is so dangerous, because people who have opinions like that are going to be... And he never replied back. He just abandoned the thread.
Crinkle said sounds like an asshole complaining about other assholes. Here's what I'll say. I'll say this. I can give a really clear example of why people say that Asmongold is a butthole, right? Now, keep in mind that the story I'm about to tell was done for entertainment value, and it was very hilarious. And his community thought it was funny, but also his community was also telling him, like, you give him the gold back, you know? They bothered him for months, actually. So he does this it was a long boy contest to win a mount in World of Warcraft, right? And I don't remember all the specifics, but basically everybody had to give him, I think it was 350 gold to enter, right? So he's collecting the 350, and people are just coming up from the stream, you know, they're dropping the 350, you know, he's trying to run a stream here, lots of people are entering, so basically this guy came up and he didn't have 350, I guess, I'm assuming, right? So he gave him like 340. And he's trying to go through all these people and get everybody all on the list and in the contest, etc. And this guy comes up and just trades with them and trades 340. He's just hitting accept, 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 you know what I mean? Well, he realizes the guy didn't give him enough. So he says, you know what? you're not in the contest, and I'm keeping your gold. Like, you didn't follow the rules. You thought I wouldn't notice. You know what I mean? You thought you'd slip through the cracks, and you wouldn't have to pay like everybody else. And so, you know what? You lose your money. You know, play stupid games, get stupid prizes. You know what I mean? No, that's a butthole thing to do. You know what I mean? And but at the same time, you know, like, was he right? Was the guy really just trying to play him? You know what I mean? Because he knew he was trying to go through all these people real quick and he wouldn't notice. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
I don't know. But is that a butthole move? Yeah, it is.
Let's go ahead and ride down there and get that flight point, Nathan, because I'm
All
curious if you can get quests down there. Because if you can get quests down there, I would rather work on those. That way you're getting credit.
Alright, I'm getting really good experience for the kills, though, so I'm totally cool with that.
Sure.
I know I'm going to have to play, like, every day to catch up with you
Mads
guys.
might be back.
Alright.
At least he might have follow on.
Yep, I'm back.
Alright.
Okay. I was killing stuff there, but I was figuring might as well run in there and see if he can get all the quests. Because if he can't, we might as well maybe try to do a dungeon run or something that he can get XP on. Because if he gets a ding, he might be able to get these quests.
That's true.
How close are you to a ding?
We want to head south around here.
Okay.
Everything in there is aggro.
Renter fees, yeah, dude.
I'm
Like
a grown old man.
application
I need my
fees.
buddies.
So ridiculous.
To your right, that's the Horde base.
To your right, ladies and gentlemen, you'll find the Horde base.
Mm.
To the left, the Sinking River. Don't forget to tip your tour guide, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a lot like when people say things like, which I might do this, but I'm joking, and hopefully everybody knows that, but like, when people say things like, people who played Horde are all jerks. Well, that's not true. You know, like, you can't say that. That's not true.
Dave, one of my long-term friends I've known for a long time, he's Davin in YouTube chat. He had a comment the other day which I really appreciate. He said, "We're all assholes to somebody at some point in this life and in games."
Sure.
And if we base everything off of that simple fact of life, then we've all done something at some point that has given someone a reason to put us on a blacklist and ban us from playing the game.
As a content creator, we know that's true.
Yeah, and if we operate under that assumption, then no one should want a player-voted reputation system, because we would all be on that list at some point.
We would, yep. And if when WoW Classic first launched, they fired all those people in customer service, and there was like a player system to get people banned. You know, it didn't last long, obviously, but.
Can you grab any quests around here, Nathan?
There's only one here. It's the one down to the south here.
Okay, well, if that's the one you can work on, that's probably the one we'll do.
Well, I'm telling you guys, I'm getting good kill XP because it's way over my level.
All good.
I'm totally down with just sucking up a little bit of that kill XP for now, and this guy in here in the back, Lieutenant Gravelhammer. I can do this one. Thin the flock. Kill some Talonites and She-Nor sorcerers.
We'll start with that one then.
But as you guys are going, do yours as well. And
sure.
I've got rested XP right now. Got that bonus XP.
It's really cool.
What does?
That water wheel is really cool.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like I feel like the world building here is way better than it. Obviously, it's they've gotten better. They had more money, bigger budget, all those things. But it looks really good. Holy crap! Do I need to sell before we do anything? And should I move my bind point? Probably. Might as well.
Which quest were you able to grab?
Just one. I can just share it. Hang on, let me find it. Oh well, when you're close to me. So where are you at? Oh, you're right behind me. That one. You guys do yours. I'll just soak up a little kill XP. I'm cool with that.
Okay.
We can do that one first. No worries.
Yeah, even Crinkled admits. He says he's sure there's at least one nice horde player.
I've been told that I've been told that, Crinkle, that if I like the TBC world building, I'm gonna love the
Wrath.
All right, so hold up. The quest you could do was, what was it called again, Nathan?
Thin the flock.
Oh, cool. Okay. Then the flock lie to the north and northwest.
Yep.
Do you know where they're at?
Yep.
Maduros?
Yep.
I was gonna. Okay, cool. I was just gonna look at the map and try to figure it out, but I forgot we have a tour guide. Oh, the spirits quest was a daily PvP. I'm gonna abandon that. Don't want to do PvP at the moment. I keep hearing that Bliss List that I'm gonna love Wrath. I have a feeling like I'm already borderline no
We're
life.
human, we are all flawed, yeah.
But I have so many other things I'm still doing that I want to keep doing. That's what's keeping me from no lifing it. Because my YouTube channel it's like going back to the whole. I've had people ask me to do more Rings of Power content. They want more Rings of Power rants, and it's like, well, my channel is. I'm not a one-trick pony. You know?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I'm a whole human being.
I have other things I like to do.
We're all the villain in someone's story. Very true.
Did you get knocked off?
Yeah, stupid wolf.
I think that bet's already taken, Listless, because Maduros has been saying it for weeks that Grizzly Hills is going to be my favorite zone.
Oh, Grizzly Hills is awesome. I remember that zone. It just looks fantastic. There you go. There you go, Tonic.
Oh, somebody just did a super chat. Hang on.
All right.
Dance for us. Oh, I have to do a beard pole dance, guys. Somebody just super chatted a beard pole dance. Hang on. I gotta get my beard pole. Taking off the headset for this one.
What am I about to watch?
Alright, hopefully I've appeased the dance masses.
Oh my god.
It's gotta be as cringy as possible to make it worth the super chat.
Crinkled, get your money back.
Monkey dance. At least it was worth it. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it. So I took your advice, Nathan. After we talked the other day, I put up on my stream. It's called live stream antics, and I put 5 different things for various dollar amounts.
Right.
One of them is the
I like
pole dance.
I like it. I think I'm gonna
There's
do that too. I want to include some puppets or something. I'm gonna get a little
Yeah,
skill.
and I got another one that if I do I think it's the $15 one. I can't see it; it's too far away. I get Chris to come in here and she does the beard pole dance with me.
Oh, nice, nice. So you know, I'm getting really tired, and I know you've dealt with this. Info. I'm getting really tired of like trying to explain what I do for a living now.
Yes.
So yesterday I was at an event for the kids yesterday evening, and someone was asking me what I do for a living. My wife was standing there, which I love to act out. My wife is there, so I was like, I dance for money. And she was like, he does not. I was like, no, actually, I kind of do. And she's like, well, okay, he does, but he's making it sound different. Oh, man.
Just a meat puppet, ladies and gentlemen.
It's way easier to explain, dude.
Put your hand inside.
People
here and
quit
make it
asking
move.
questions, you know? It's like, wow, interesting. Okay, well, anyway, another subject.
Dance for money on the internet.
Yeah, so that's what I'm going to say from now on. It's the best way to get out of that.
Brilliant. Chris has to live with my antics all day, Crinkled. She doesn't get to escape.
I don't know, Crinkled. Sometimes the clothes come off a little bit on
I don't
Crunch
have
Pony.
that quest. Oh well.
Which one? Hold on.
The stymieing the Arcoa.
Oh, there's several quests I have that you don't have. Hold up. These might have been the follow-ups that you didn't grab from that dude. Here. Oh, you're too far away.
Oh,
Where'd you
wow.
go?
What do you do?
Right
to
here.
Your quest. You're not. Okay, there's Mad Nat. There's that one. There's this one. There's this one. There's this one. There's this one. How is it possible that I grabbed a bunch of quests that you did not have, sir?
I was probably answering an
the
email or
AFK.
something.
Yeah, that was probably what it was. Lisbeth says, I worked in printing for nearly 40 years. In pre-press, what I did was called stripping. So my girlfriend used to love telling people she was dating a stripper.
Love it.
Oh, there's a cool sound effect coming from the summoning circle, too.
Plant Man doesn't count because he's made of plants. Okay, good. Fair enough, fair enough.
I'm gonna have to sit down and choreograph some additional dances, though.
I need to get close.
Oh, whoops! I did just put a wisdom buff on the rogue. My bad, man. Let me switch over here.
Now he understands what happened. He realizes that he didn't get the quest because of other things. That was the wisdom that told him that.
You needed the wisdom buff.
He missed the quest because he was mesmerized by your beard pole dance. Don't let him say otherwise.
Oh god.
This is what those seeds look like. Or the
We-
cones.
30 of them. Okay.
30, jeez.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
At least I got 2 though. Which is the quest we're working on for Nathan?
Thin the flock.
We just need 2 more and then we can do the turn in. Probably got to follow up, hopefully, Nathan. How close are you to a ding, by the way?
Very, above and a half.
Oh, yeah, this quest will get you. Once we turn it in. Then, hopefully, you'll be able to get the follow-ups in all the other quests. We'll run turn that one in. Y'all are bad influences, YouTube chat. Nathan's chat doesn't make him dance.
I dance every time I get a super chat.
True. You do have a little hype dance. I'm also not going to complain because you guys are keeping me fed, so I'm jokingly crying. Only on the inside.
He loves doing the beard pole dance. Don't let him trick you.
You guys can all blame that on Mujin because he was the one that came up with that.
Just remember, guys, there ain't nobody in the whole world parties as much as we do
True.
in MMOs. People ask, like, what kind of things do you like to do? Tell us a little bit about yourself. I'm like, I like to party. And they think I mean, like, drinking and stuff. Actually, I just mean in MMOs.
And you say, no, like, party like it's 1999.
Exactly.
And they still think.
They still think. You guys just don't understand what kind of partying I'm talking about. I'm talking about hardcore partying.
A little bit of dancing involved. Brings to the line the Beastie Boys lyrics. Let me get that kind of a party. I'm gonna stick my in the mashed potatoes. That did not have a follow-up, but it did.
No, it didn't, but I'm close. Let's just do your all's quest, and I will definitely
All right,
let it.
yeah, and I'll share what I can when we ding.
Okay, I'm up for following you around. I need AFK again.
Okay. That's a good idea, Crinkle, to make a subscriber GIF.
Yeah, you can go back and you can clip some of your beard pole dancing, and it does it every time.
You just said that. I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you could do that.
Yeah, that's what I do with MMO Cop when I
Oh,
get
well, hang
super
on.
chat.
What? Did anybody clip that, or I need to write down a timestamp?
Yeah, write down timestamp.
Where the hell is my notebook? Because we are around.
And you can make GIFs super easy in the program you use for video editing, Renfell. You can just change over on the left side when you export to GIF. Make it smaller, make it like 340 or something.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for that, guys. That is now in my notes. I'm gonna put this on free fall loop for the minute because
Yeah.
dagnabbit.
Killing wolves again. That is how this whole adventure started for humans.
Man, yeah, this goes back to the fetch quest stuff. Oh look, another wolf. It's just got 25 more hit points than the last wolf. And guess what? I gotta collect their tails again.
Oh, wow.
But I tell you what, streaming, I'm going to say that streaming has made this infinitely more enjoyable because I have company and there's people to chat with and group members to chat with, and it helps ignore the fact that if I was solo, this would be so freaking repetitive and gross.
Yeah, that's why people like a little Netflix on the side if they're not streaming.
That's a good point.
Yep, you're always chasing tail, Renfo.
I am. I feel like I've been doing that since I was 10 years old.
And still not even good at it.
I know, man. What the hell?
Yeah, what's up with this? You're supposed to get better at things the more you do. What the heck? Uh-oh. Maduros got stuck on the hillside.
Oh, hang on. Coming back for him.
I did too, to be honest.
Oh, it dropped the autofollow too.
What to pull back to him? You need these lizard guys?
No, he's going around, I think.
Okay.
He's skinning mobs too. Kill them all, Nathan, if this is what's going to get you XP to ding.
Kill all the things.
Yeah, I'm specifically just looking for the warpers, but we can kill all the moths too.
Okay.
Oh, it disappeared. What the hell? How do they keep disappearing? Is it like a mob ability? They're like warp. Oh, because they're called warp thingies. I get it.
What is it that's doing that? The moth?
These warping lizards. They literally their name is warp stalker.
Warp stalker. Okay.
Yep, there's one right there.
You can get these as a pet.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, that I might
That would
actually
be
want to. Yeah, I might actually trade out for one of those. That's a pretty cool pet. Excuse me.
Good looking zone, man.
Yeah.
I like the little
Interesting
shafts of light. This is pre-god rays, so you know
You said shaft. Oh.
they kind of faked the god rays there. Looks good though.
I can't loot that.
To be able to play it in this resolution, by the way, I always like to think about how that would have blown our minds back when this was new, like just out. Playing it widescreen with high resolution, like that would have rocked our minds back in 2007.
Wolfman is leveling his third character to 70 in the last 2 weeks solo. You, sir, are a monster.
From what level to what level, Solo? The whole thing?
He's leveled 3 characters to 70 in the last 2 weeks.
Dang, he already has?
I think he's working on another one who is Blacklore, who's 61 right now.
Hardcore. It really isn't
So
bad all the way to 60, to be honest. Right at 60. That's when you start feeling it.
Definitely
with the,
slows down.
Yeah. Now, before the bonus penalty, the bonus experience, you know, just regular classic, I know at around level 30 it started to feel a little slow.
Grindy.
Yeah. Oh, I found that place you were talking about. I found both places you were talking about in Vanguard yesterday, Ren. The farmhouse where you go down in it, we did that yesterday. It was super cool.
What was the name of that place?
It's called Cairnath or something like that. Cairnath something. And then I found the mansion you were talking about, which I talked to the developer about. And you can do it now. It's not completely, you know, like, all the itemization isn't there. There's going to be some wonky stuff, but we're going to do it today. I found it on the map.
Nice.
So, pretty cool. But yeah, I really like that. You go down like a crypt, and there's ghosts, and there's a quest to go down. And oh, it was so cool, man. I was just completely blown away by that dungeon.
Yeah, 'cause it's like, I remember correctly, it's like a central chamber with like wings that go off in like 4 different directions.
Yep, it does that a few times, yep. And there's a room, I guess back in live, they called it the orange room. And if you have a full party, it drops oranges like crazy when you go in there. It's like full of 5 dots.
Oh.
We farmed it. We didn't have a full group. We had 5 people. But, dude, I got an epic chess piece, dude. I mean, freaking nuts stats on it.
Nice.
That was cool, though.
It's weird about Vanguard because I've forgotten more than I remember because it was so long ago now. But there was a period in my life where that game was everything to me.
Yep.
And it still stands out in my mind as the best MMORPG I've ever played.
It's so good, man.
It just, ugh. Alright, you can kill all these things, Nathan. I need to get a little bit of mana.
That was so cool, wasn't it, Yahi? That was cool, man. I need to re-up everybody. Gotta make sure that rogue has plenty of mana. It was also cool yesterday to see the frog lock in those animations, man. How good that looks in original EverQuest.
Oh, yeah, I made a Froglock Shaman on that server. I never did finish the Glooming Deep Mine, though. I think I'm like level 7 or something.
Yeah, that's how far I made it last night. I'm going to finish it up.
Yeah,
probably not tonight, because we got World of Warcraft tonight, but maybe tomorrow I'll finish it up.
But I think it's cool, too, because I think it sends you... I remember reading a tutorial, and I think it shoots you out at Crescent Reach, which is like a zone up on the moon, I think.
Well, I picked Wrathy Mountains, because you get to pick at the beginning. You can do Crescent Reach or Wrathy Mountains. And I asked chat, I was like, what if I wanted to go to Kinos or whatever? Like, you can't just start, like, in regular places anymore. Apparently you can't. If you go there, they said it is a complete ghost town.
Not only that, but the original starter zones, like, there's no quests for stat gear like you get in
Right. Dude, that... Somebody was telling me that gear that... I forget what it's called, but that gear you get in Glooming Deep... people wear it all the way to 85, and then there's
Can, yeah. I mean, it's
crazy. But it has stats on it. I was like, what? It says like actual things on it. I was just expecting decent AC or something, you know? Could you imagine having one piece of that in P99?
That's honestly what stopped me from rolling a shaman to join our group, because it would be nice to have a shaman. But then Calming said he's going to switch over from his enchanter to having an outer group shaman. I was like, cool, I don't have to worry about it. But what stopped me from switching over from the ranger to the shaman was first and foremost the time it would take me to get a shaman leveled up. I don't have the time.
Yeah.
But the other thing, probably the biggest factor was not the time. It was the fact that I don't have any gear to give to a shaman, and my ranger is twinked pretty well with weapons and stuff now. And I was like, I do not want to think about leveling up a shaman with no wisdom gear, because that would suck.
Yeah.
Alright, we need some more stuff over here. Let me look around here. We kind of go back in this direction. Go back up into the place where we need to kill the mobs for the feathers. How close are you, man?
A fraction of a smidge, yeah.
A fraction of a smidge. Let me redo buffs here.
Still need those, yep.
No, I just kill them. Just all XP.
For every mob that dies, brings us a bub closer to Wrath of the Lich King Classic. That'd be funny if, like, there was a big streamer or somebody, or where a company like Blizzard was like, all right, we're not releasing it until these people hit max level. And so everybody was tuning in like, hurry up! Don't sleep!
Well, looking ahead, by the way. Oh my god, I've been up since 3:30 and no sleep last night. If we're gonna do a 12-hour all-nighter when Wrath launches on the 26th, the queue starts at 5 p.m. Central.
Yeah.
Like, and if we're not in it right away,
oh
like,
yeah,
we may be sitting there for 3-4 hours before we get in.
What day does that land on again? Do you remember?
26th.
The 26th. Let me see what day of the week that is. 1 second. After we get these guys going here, check that. The 26th is on
The issue is, like, you and I will be able to do it. Maduros will probably be able to do it, but I don't know if my brother is going to be able to do that because he might not be home.
Ah.
And if he doesn't get in the queue until, yeah, if my brother doesn't get in the queue until, 7:30 at night, he won't be logging in that night. Like, that's food for thought. We'll have to coordinate that. It might be better to do an all-day stream the following day.
Okay.
But again, I'll have to coordinate with him and see if he can take off.
You can port out of the EverQuest tutorial to Plane of Knowledge immediately from the big room if you say the right thing to the main quest NPC and then zone to wherever you want to go. True. I may do that. I don't know how interested I am in Wrathy Mountains. Is there cool... Does anybody know, is there cool content there now that's been added? Like, it's worth going there? Or is it more fun for me to just go to places I know and just do the classic places while I level up? Go to Unrest and...
Honestly, if you're doing a solo thing to test out live, I would go places you've never been before.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
That mercenary is going to let you go places and do things that you would otherwise need a full group for.
That's a good point.
There's also, I don't know if you've checked it out yet, but in the menu, there's like a, I forget if it's called story.
Yeah, yeah.
There's like a tab where it gives you all these options for storyline quests that you can pursue. To like level up your character, but also pursue specific storylines you need for certain progression paths and stuff. That's always somewhat intriguing because I did try live one time, like maybe 6-8 years ago, and I specifically, I remember doing the Gloomy Deep Mines, like maybe right after it was first introduced, and then just grinding through really quick, and then I did the Crescent Reach, and then I think I did it to like level 30 or 40 or something, and it was really quick. Like I did it within like a week. It was really fast. Did not take a lot of time at all.
I'm sorry, I'm probably ruining it for you. I keep looting. I'm just used to seeing shiny.
No, I don't need body loot.
Okay.
So, I mean, there's those. Hold on to those feathers, though. Those are for a quest.
Okay. Level up.
Did you just ding?
Yep, 62.
Hold tight.
All right, now I got quests.
You're about to get a bunch of quests, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Oh my gosh, those are those things are called scatties too, dude. That was on purpose then.
Yeah.
That was on purpose.
Yeah.
How cool.
Oh, you're getting all these quests. Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah. Jeez. Oh my gosh. How many of them are there?
Just keep going. Hang on, we're not done yet.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Alright, that one you're too low to get.
Alright.
In one of these tents there was a named. I know Maduros needed it. And you're gonna need it also.
Yep.
But now you've got all the quests I have, except for one, which is really high level. Put it back on group loot if Matt's back.
I think he's back, he just can't talk.
That might be the case.
I'm back now. I'm back.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I know. Oh, there he is, right here. It's the name. You guys should both need this. You should have the quest now.
Yeah, it's very true. You guys save me a lot of time not having to go and pick all these back up.
Yes. That right there is what you call a mandatory quality of life feature.
Yeah.
And the ability to share quests.
I gotta tell you, EverQuest 2 spoiled me on the whole, like, you can see what you need for the quest and what your friends need for the quest with the feathers. I now miss that in every other MMO.
That's why Questy, you know, because, like, here's the funny thing. I don't know if Mujin's here in chat. But if he is here in chat, or if he watches this later, if you're here, Jason, I'll notice that no one ever makes a complaint in EverQuest 2 because it's in the game. Right?
Yeah.
That component. But he was making a specific comment about Questy the other day about how he doesn't like Questy for World of Warcraft. Or maybe he didn't say that he didn't like it. He was just commenting on Questy ruins that immersion factor because it shows you on the map where the quests are, and it, you know, shows you what other people have and what other people need, so on and so forth. But yet no one ever mentions it because it's a feature of EverQuest 2, but it's an add-on for World of Warcraft. So why is it something that's considered bad for one game when it's a part of another game, if that makes sense?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that was his opinion. I'm just saying that was the commentary he left, and I'm making an observation based on that commentary.
Well, let me ask you this, because I don't remember. Was that a feature when EverQuest 2 launched? Do you remember? I don't remember.
I don't think so.
Okay. So I think his argument was you're playing Classic, which is supposed to be the way it used to be, and it still has it. You could still argue that with EverQuest 2, because we're playing on TLP, or TLE, where that is also supposed to be Classic, but it's built into the game, so, you know. But yeah, it's a good point.
Questy was around during Classic World of Warcraft.
It was. Like, really quick.
It wasn't called Questy, though.
Right.
It was Quest Helper.
Yeah, I remember there was one, it might have been Quest Helper, but I remember back in the day there was one where it would literally even tell you the route of which quest to do in what order.
Oh,
you guys remember that?
Be useful.
There's websites out there that you can plug in your faction, your race, and your class, and it'll give you a step-by-step.
Yep.
Go here, pick up this quest. Hearth back to here. Set your, like die, resurrect at this. It's like how to level super fast.
Yeah, the absolute most efficient path. And there's one that you pay for. I think you just buy it outright. It's really popular. I always forget the name. I've never done it, but it's like Zogar Guide or some kind of something like that. That does that. I think Sparrow had bought it way back in the day and was talking about it or something.
Yeah, we'll find out from her tonight if she's going to want to boost or what she wants to do. Because my brother said this morning if she is going to boost, he said he will happily play every single day, Monday through Friday, 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. to grind up. He told me, he's like, I will be 70.
All right.
Wrath launch.
Yeah. Okay, so he feels like
he was the one who started this whole adventure.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's...
Yeah. We wouldn't even be doing it if it wasn't for him, because he was the one that was like, I really wanted to do it, and I was like, well, I kind of do too.
That sounds really good to me. So that's a good point. Lisbeth says you can also turn off the features of Questy that you don't want.
True.
So if you don't like the stuff that it shows on the map, then turn that part off. Very good point.
Do we have a quest to pick these up?
Print copies of quest walk these that worked really well. Zygor, yeah, it basically that's what I was thinking of earlier.
Yet,
yep.
I don't think.
Makes you really efficient. Hey, what's up, my boot?
I don't think we need these yet.
Yeah, just the feathers off the bodies, I think, is the only thing that we were after.
What quest do you take? Where to go? Pre-buys of items, future quests you run across. Zygor would be equivalent to that, yeah. What happened?
Wait a minute, Blitzless. That was a great comment. Oh my god, so my brother was the one that gave us all our free taste, and now we're all addicted. So he was the drug dealer who was like, hey guys, it's a free sample of the magic blue. I'm done with my crystals, by the way, so you guys can loot all those.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Better be grabbing them. Gotta get 30 of these bad boys, huh?
Magic blue crystals, baby.
I think Walter White specializes in that.
Yeah.
Still think that was the best show ever shown.
I've done it twice through, once by myself and once with Chris. Really enjoyed it. I have not started watching the final season of Better Call Saul yet, but I actually feel that Better Call Saul is a better show.
I actually think it might end up. I want to wait till I finish it, which they just aired the final one, right?
Well, I can't. The final season is airing. I don't know if they're doing them one episode a week or if it all dropped at the same time.
I
but
thought-
I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, well, it's still on. That's still a cable show, right? We get on Netflix like a season behind,
Yeah,
or something like that.
I
I don't even know if it's on Netflix. It's on one of them.
It's on Netflix right now.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I
final
think we're a
season.
season by. Oh, it does have the final season up. Okay, I think they
Pretty
just
sure it's the
aired
final
on TV the final one, if I'm not mistaken. No spoilers, guys. I'm like a couple of seasons behind. We just wanted to wait.
Oh, maybe I do need to check Netflix then and see if it's airing the current season or if it's season behind. But I will say that
So good.
I'm up
dude.
to whatever. I'm up to whatever is the final season, and I have found, even without seeing the finale, I have found Better Call Saul to be a tighter, more nuanced show with better storytelling, better cinematography. It's the same crew. They just got better.
Yeah, and the writer.
You know?
Yep. The Bob Odenkirk is an absolute beast, man. I love that guy.
Yeah.
I absolutely just love that character so much. And then he went on that. He did a guest appearance on that show from the guy from Tim and
What's
Eric that went and did his own show. He was
Yeah, what was the show that Odenkirk used to be a part of with the other bald guy, the something
Oh,
man
yeah.
show, not the man show, the Bob and fuck, I can't.
It was
the
a
name of
comedy
now.
bit show.
Duo show,
Yeah.
bit show, yeah.
I forget what that was called. I forgot about it though. I like him a lot though. Didn't know he was such a good actor until.
Did you
Still
watch
did
the
this
one he
part.
did last year where he was like the? Oh, why am I blanking on the name? It was like a John Wick type movie.
I haven't seen it yet, but I was telling my wife I want to watch it. We should get it. It looked good.
Nothing or something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah, the Nobody or something like that.
That was it. Might have been was nobody. Mr. Show. That was what it was called.
Mr. Show, yes, that was a good one. That was back in the day. I didn't even know who he was at that time.
My suggestion, Nathan, is if you're going to do any leveling, feel free to just do these ones, and then I guess what we can do is if we end up playing extra beyond you, because I think like Wednesday nights you don't play or whatever, or if we're on early or whatever, we'll all end up catching up to each other is what I'm getting.
Right, eventually, yep.
Just focus on this stuff for sure, yeah.
Yep, that sounds like a plan.
I am probably going to call it quit at 10 here in about 10-15 minutes, guys.
Okay.
Because I am fading pretty good right now.
Fading away.
Well, it's because last night we stayed up late helping Simon Brian get his Epic Mount Quest part in Dire Mall. And then after that, I was like going straight to bed, and that didn't happen. I went to bed, and then we had cat stuff happening for like 2 hours, and so it was like something like midnight, and then Leia woke me up at like 1:30 in the morning, and then I was up for another 30 minutes, and then I went back to sleep. So I got like 3 hours of sleep last night, so I am running ragged today.
It's always a sad ordeal when your rest experience runs up.
Alright, let's head down to the work fort here.
Alright. What kind of work are we going to do down there?
Wet work.
No work?
It's a little wet after. Well, it's a little wet after about 10 minutes, so.
Maybe we won't get sweaty. It's
the
not
beard
too
poles
hot.
come out. Yeah, the beard poles come out. Orcs may or may not throw some money in our direction. How I make a living, Mom?
I'm not dancing on a pole. My beard is.
Not promiscuous. My beard. My beard's a one-trick pony, Mom.
I'm addicted to that super chat. So if you had one of these as a pet, would you do some of the cool stuff, like port over to the monster? And
That's a good question.
That is a good question. I'd have to look it up. I don't think I ever ran a Warp Stalker before.
Ooh, some beautiful music just kicked in.
Yeah. A little creepy.
Yeah, kind of mystical and mysterious.
Okay, this place. All right, I'm gonna stop right here just for things. I'm looking around now, and you get a really good view of like the rays of light coming down.
Yeah.
That orc fort over there. This is.
It's legit.
Excuse me. This is really amazing. Really well done. That's kind of like how I felt about Lord of the Rings Online. Like the deeper I get into that game, like the better their world building team got. The better they got with the tools. You know, the better VFX assets and things that they got a hold of, and just the technology became better, even within the limitation of the engine they were using. More DirectX modifications, better graphics card systems. Like Gondor looks pretty amazing.
And I can confirm, Petopia does show that Warp Stalkers do get the warp ability.
That's pretty cool, dude.
You could probably kill your way down, Nathan. We need the wargs. We need the wargs as well as the peons.
I'll read it to you real quick. Teleports to an enemy up to 30 yards away and gives the pet a 50% chance to avoid the next melee attack.
That's pretty
Ooh,
badass.
like that.
Is it classified as a tank pet or a DPS pet?
It is defense, so tank.
Oh, I got my first tail after how many kills? 15, 20 kills.
Oh, Tellus wolves will run around out here.
Liswa says they will also warp. So they'll port behind the mob instead of running up to them. They'll even warp to a mob that is above or below you as long as there's a way to run to the mob.
What's that spell called right there with the AoE ice?
Blizzard.
I like that. That is a very...
What makes me the dopest dude you'll ever group with.
That's the more dots portion. When the raid leader screams for more dots, what do you do? I mean, that's not dots, it's an AoE, but what's your dot when the raid leader says, we need more dots, more dots?
I'd be doing that one right there. That'd be Blizzard.
Okay. Oh, does it? It does damage over time too?
Well, I mean, technically it's damage over time.
It's true.
Falling rain.
It's true. It's true.
I don't think mages get like an actual damage over time
Okay.
spell, like a bleed or
Just
something like that.
Fireball has a damage over time
It
component.
does, doesn't it? I don't know.
And you can talent, if you talent into fire, your crits can put dots on mobs. Like,
Ooh.
if you crit, it'll do, like, I don't know, an extra 20% of the total damage over 12 seconds that you just critted for. Something like that.
At this rate, we're gonna be killing wolves until Wrath launches for their tails.
Look at all these orcs. Oh,
Yeah, these orcs are uncorrupted by the fell. That's why they're different.
That's the guys
colors.
was usually just referring to the warlocks. Oh, okay. So, chat, Mr. Danny tells me that mainly, for the most part, Dots and Classic were actually just talking about warlocks.
Pretty much.
I'm gonna also go, but tisk, David, because that was a good joke. He says, "My mage is spec fire. It's a blast." But he says, "Great single target damage," as opposed to ice, which is like AoEs.
Yeah, the other classes that get dots would be Hunter's Serpent Sting. It's a poison, but it's a damage over time, and then Rogues.
Warriors get bleeds too, don't they?
Yep.
I have a good story of when World of Warcraft first launched, and I was eye rolling because so many random people at the place I worked were playing MMOs for the first time, you know, and saying things. It was like, dude, I've been doing that for years, you know. But this one guy came in after he had tried World of Warcraft, and he's like, bro, you got to play World of Warcraft. It's so cool, man. He was telling me things I already knew about MMOs, you know, but he was like, I made my character, dude, and he's like a fire wizard guy, and I named him Fireman. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's real cool, dude. Real original. And those were the kind of reasons why I just would not play this game when it came out. There's so many people, you know what I mean? Like, total noobish language and behavior. I was like, I don't want to be involved in all that.
Yeah, I mean, you had people that probably before World of Warcraft, the only games they played were like Mario.
Right. Single player, yep.
Alright. I should probably make this my cutoff point, guys.
All right.
All right,
However-
we can run back over to the town over here.
Get that rest XP.
Yeah,
All right, well, I'm gonna stay out here. I'm gonna keep trekking along because I need this.
for sure.
I need this XP. I gotta catch up to you guys. But I will catch you guys next time. And when's the next time you guys do play?
Tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow.
7
for sure.
a.m.?
Yep.
Okay.
That is the plan.
Hopefully, I'll actually wake up in time.
And then tonight, I put it in the group chat. Since my brother's not actually playing tonight because he's camping, we don't have to wait until 7:30.
Okay.
I'll be on at 5, as like I normally am. I normally log on with this character at 5 p.m. And if Sparrow is available, that we can start as early as 5. But I don't know what her availability tonight's gonna be.
Yeah, because they actually get back today, so I don't know what time she'll
Exactly.
be
So
back.
they might not get back till 4 o'clock. You know.
Well, I'm the same
But-
exact level as she is on that character, so.
Yeah, we're gonna have to like tonight, since my brother's out of town. I'll have to start being careful now because my hunt. I'm almost level 50, and I'm still within the level range of you guys at 46, and you'll get a level tonight probably. But I'll have to start being conscious of where I'm at with the hunter because if I get too far ahead, I won't be able to do anything in the group with you guys. I'll have to stay out of group.
Right.
But it also won't take long for that gap to go away.
Right.
You know, doing quests and stuff. And most of that was just the result of me running around helping everybody with quests while on the
Long-lasting
hunter,
dots, yeah.
and consequently racking up a bunch of kill XP. Like we went up and did the hammer that one day, then I helped my brother a different day, and you just rack up kill XP with the 50% bonus and the rest XP, and next thing you know, you're like 2 levels ahead, and then you're 3 levels ahead, and then it's like, oh shit, I might need to slow down.
Yeah, man.
Blisswa says all his first tunes when he was a noob were all named after Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So no lie, when I was a noob back in the day, all my characters were like came from Lord of the Rings. I think we all did that when we were younger.
Everybody did that. Dude, I remember, oh my gosh, there were so many Legolas's.
Mine
Legolas
all-
XX.
Mine all came from cigars.
There you go.
Cigars, that's an interesting take.
Yeah. Well, that's where Maduro came from.
Ah, yeah.
I prefer the darker, more
Yeah.
mature leaf.
Yeah.
They are
Tobacco.
tasty. You and I might have to have some cigar talk one day. What else?
Oh yeah.
I'm still a bit of a novice, but my were you here this morning when I was talking about that, or was that last night? My buddy that was last night, I think. My buddy who's a Marine vet has started complaining about the cost of cigars because he's spending way too much. He's the guy who got me into it. I remember for Christmas a couple years back, he sent me a list, and I'm going through, and I was like, if I bought everything on this list that he sent me, it would cost me $1,500
Ooh.
for all the cigars that he had sent me. And I was
Dang.
like, holy shit, this is an expensive habit to have. And then Chris and I went to the cigar store in Mexico City that we liked, and like there was a box of. I was gonna buy my brother. I was thinking in my mind, I was like, I'll get my brother a nice box of assorted Cubans and Havanans, and I'll take him up for Christmas. It was $600 for a box of assorted cigars, and I was like, I love you, bro, but I don't love you that much.
Wow, yeah.
That's chunk of change.
Now that you're
was
talking
only
about all this, I'm going to go ahead and admit I love cigars, but I'm what you might call a low-class cigar lover. I just
Swisher Sweets.
Well, I'm above that level, but just barely. Like gas station.
No, let's be honest. It's not even Swisher Sweets. It's the backwoods ones.
But,
They just come in a little pouch.
I don't
looks
even
like
know
you-
about those.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That backwards
They look like they just took a leaf of tobacco and just rolled it up and threw some spit on it.
Oh, you
together.
mean that somebody randomly just rolled one? Yeah. Like, yeah, I've not seen those.
And they're literally called backwoods.
Oh, it's a thing. Like that's a legitimate.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
wow,
a thing. It's a thing.
I didn't know that.
I'm not too proud to admit I've had one of those before, and it was pretty shit.
Yeah, when I was out in San Diego, there was a place on Fifth Avenue that sold. It was like a coffee shop that they had a guy sitting inside like the front window, rolling cigars, hand rolling cigars all day,
Tasty.
and they were actually pretty good. But you could get yourself a nice big, and they served coffee in like these soup cups. They were huge.
That sounds amazing.
And they would shave like chocolate off of like a
Chocolate
off
coffee
a
cigars.
chocolate bar.
God
Yeah.
damn. I got all sorts of
Yeah,
mouth
hey.
signals going on right now.
Can't you come up with something original?
But around here, up in the Poconos every year, they used to have a cigar fest. One of the online companies, actually local, Cigars International,
Okay.
Mhm.
they used to have a cigar fest up in the Poconos every year. I used to go there and met a lot of the big time cigar makers. Like the owners of the companies would come, like Rocky Patel.
I am listening.
Okay.
Met that dude.
What brings
The
you?
dude that's behind the Gurkha line of cigars, met him. The nubs. That guy that makes the nubs, those are the cigars that are like a 64 ring, so they're like twice the thickness of your thumb, but they're only like 3 or 4 inches long.
Yeah.
That guy was like a surfer dude.
Mm.
Like a mix between a surfer dude and a Rastafarian guy.
Ah.
He was like, hey man, you know, he had all these tats and but like all the other guys like Rocky Patel, the guy from Gurkha, they were all like business suits, you know. And
Right. That's what I would expect, yeah.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. They did a lot of different stuff up there. Like Rocky Patel so it would go Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday night there was always like kind of like a kickoff party, and that was always hosted by Rocky Patel. And he would just show up and people would go crazy. He was giving out free like 10 count boxes of cigars to people, and
That's cool. That'd be
Yeah.
awesome to get some for free.
yeah, all those guys were approachable. Another big one, I don't know if you ever heard of Diesel. That guy was like a what was that line of shirts that came out that were like I call it like we would call them like Giga Chad now, but they were like the
Well, there was the No Fear shirts in the 90s.
no, it
What
was
time
after
frame?
that.
Okay.
It was yeah, it's like I'm talking 2000. They were kind of like
Billabong, maybe?
no, the ones they had all kinds of different designs that
I have no idea, yeah.
oh crap. I'll have to find it and
I'm
post it.
sure
in
if we heard
Discord.
it, we would know what you're talking
Yeah. As soon as you see it, you'll be like, "Oh, I know what you're talking about." But like this guy was like, he was kind of like a Giga Chad. He's like, you know, you could tell he worked out. He always showed up with like models,
about.
and they would dress in like leather bikinis, and they would have like these wolf cloaks and shit on.
That's one way to market your cigars.
Oh
though.
man.
I
Like
always,
the Dan Blizzard of the cigar space.
I always thought that one guy cracks me up. I can't think of his name, but he was like the world champion for Donkey Kong. He got caught recently for cheating.
No.
He's got
Yeah, I
the
know who you're
long
talking
hair. He always walks around with models and stuff, and like Billy something, isn't that his name?
Yeah, I know.
That guy cracks me up, dude, because he walks around with models and stuff. It's like, dude, your call to fame was like a Donkey Kong tournament when you're like 10. Like, calm down, man. The only reason people even know who you are is because of that documentary. You know, like...
It must still be paying well enough to...
The guy's hilarious, man.
Well, on my way out, I just saw a new article that I have to go read as I'm bookmarking it for later.
Affliction.
Affliction.
The Affliction shirt.
Affliction.
Yeah, so Google that. They're all like graphic tees that have like almost like what you would see as a tattoo on somebody, but it was on a shirt. They're called Affliction.
Yeah, there's a skit about making fun of that kind of thing on on that, what's it called? It's called like I Want to Leave or something. It's the new Tim and Eric show on Netflix. There's a hilarious where the guy's like spending all of his money. He's like at a conference, a business conference. He's spending all of his lunch funds from the company on these shirts. He's like, you don't understand, man, the patterns.
I'm dropping this in general chat here in Discord on my way out this morning. Apparently, Yoshi P just did an interview with Kotaku talking about how, with Inverse, sorry, about how Final Fantasy XIV isn't adapting well to new trends. So this is the creative director of Final Fantasy XIV talking about how his own game is failing to adapt. I'm interested to read that when I...
Failing to adapt to new trends. What are the new trends?
I don't know. I'm going to have to read that when I wake up, but I'm going to head out, guys.
All right, man.
All right.
Thank you very much for
Dr.
fun.
Disrespect.
I'll catch some of you tonight, and then tomorrow
That's who you're talking about, Crinkle.
is more Warcraft in the morning, so I'll see some of you tonight and some of you tomorrow morning. Have a good day, everybody.
All right, man. Have a good one.
See you guys.
All right, guys.
I'm gonna
Take
die.
care.
I think I just ran up on a horde base like a moron. Yeah, Dr. Disrespect. Hang on, let me fix my Discord real quick. Yeah, you're talking about Dr. Disrespect. Yeah, he was a 2-time champion for it was a blockbuster video game competition that he won 2 years in a row, I believe, or maybe he just won twice. I don't know if it's back to back. But Dr. Disrespect mainly is like he's playing it up in like kind of a tongue-in-cheek kind of way. You know what I mean? I think it's kind of funny. He's like, I'm the 2-timer, like blockbuster champion. I think that guy's pretty funny. How will Pantheon handle dungeons and stuff that are not instanced? What happens if someone camps that stuff? So we don't really know for sure. Here's the deal, in my opinion, with it. So dungeons will work like any other public dungeon, right? If you're just talking about just finding a camp spot. First of all, something we're not used to now that we all kind of have trouble kind of formulating our brain is that Pantheon's more like Vanguard in the fact that it just has a ton of dungeons. And the dungeons that are there are huge, right? So, is it possible and even likely that something... Yeah, I read right up on... That's like, not where I want to be hanging out at. Anyway, it is gonna happen to you one day that you want to do a dungeon on your server, and you get there, and it's hard for you to find a camp spot, because it's popular. You know, it's Friday night. There's a lot of people there. That's gonna happen, and they've discussed that situation actually in pretty good detail, and what they would do, and you know how that should be handled, etc. And basically, the game is so huge. There's so much to do that, like, it's you know, they want you to actually go try something else, right? So, for example, you know, Unrest is completely, you know, tied up, can't get a group, you know, and you head over somewhere else. You know what I mean? You find another place to do it. But Pantheon's not really a camping game. I think some people will. Pantheon's dungeons are built more to where you dungeon crawl, right? So it would be more of a thing where you may have to just wait a little while for pops to start happening, and then you start your crawl, right? And every once in a while you'll have interactions with other groups. But the dungeons are very intricate, very huge, multiple paths, multiple secrets, hidden rooms. So, especially in the early game, there'll be situations where you and your group find a spot or a section that is away from the craziness, and you do that kind of thing. When it comes to raids, they haven't closed the possibility that raid bosses may be instanced, and I think that's the only way to do it. Otherwise, we all know what happens there, right? Like, it's not good. It's not good. Let's just be honest. That's the only time I think instancing works really, really, really well. I'm a huge public dungeon guy, but when it comes to raid bosses, man, I think that's where instancing is good, you know? Lockouts and all that kind of thing is fine, so that people can't just, you know, raffle stomp something into oblivion and ruin the market for that item, or items that it may drop. So I think lockouts are important for that, but instancing for raid boss fight, I'm hoping they just say, yeah, we're going to do it in this case. And they've never said they wouldn't. They've always said that's a possibility. We're not sure we can solve it in an open world. Oh, it's an area for new quests. Yeah, but I mean, it's still for the Horde. I consider it a Horde camp if it's surrounded by guards that are Horde. But yeah, that's where, is that not, that's where the Blood Elves start, right? That's what it looked like to me. I know that because they're the only race at this point in the game that can be a Paladin. And I thought when we were starting this that everybody's going to want to... For a second there, a lot of people wanted to go Horde. Not this group, but a previous group that I was looking at joining to get to Wrath. And so I had made a Horde character. And obviously that means I had to be a Blood Elf to be a Paladin. Redirecting your stream. Thank you, Renfell. Appreciate it, man. Camp it better. Woo! Welcome, Renfell's party. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're new here, please subscribe. We play MMORPGs all the time. We got EverQuest live. We've got P99, EQ2, World of Warcraft Classic, Final Fantasy 11. What else do we play? And others like Vanguard Saga of Heroes. We'll be playing that actually here in a little bit. I'm going to get a little bit more experience here. I don't even need those anymore, do I? Looking for tails and seeds. I see a seed. Let's see. Do you know what zones and races are complete for the pre-alpha in September? Well, even if there are some that are complete, I don't think we'll get them all. We can assume, based on what they've shown and said, that we'll be in Thronefast, in that area. Because they did show... You know, the last stream, as Ronick had pointed out in chat, was all about information for the next pre-alpha test, so. And that was the area they were showing, so. Safe to assume. Turn my volume down on my phone. So safe to assume and pretty safe to say that. I feel like based on what they showed, plus what they were saying in chat, that unless they do a complete 180 on us, then that's where we'll probably be for the pre-alpha testing coming up here. And plus, they just gathered a lot of data from the previous pre-alphas for that area when it was gray box form, so I think they'll want to compare data with all the new stuff now that wasn't in the game before, and how that correlates and change things and all that kind of thing. And Thronefest is kind of the... It's seeming like, and I don't know if this was said point blank or not, but it seems like that is the staging ground for Alpha, period, right? So I think they did say that at one point, that... I could be wrong, but I think they said that, where it was like, Thronefast needs to be, you know, complete for Alpha. And they can work on the other continents, etc. in the meantime. Between Alpha to launch. Eat a little pie, drink a little drinky drink. Alright, we really need wolves. Wolves and crystals on the ground. I see a crystal. Let's get it. Ooh, 2 in a row. Not bad. Oh, that's some interesting music. The guard. Ooh, there's one. Yeah, I do think that pre-alpha is going to be a really good time, though. We're in the final pre-alphas here. Did you like questing in Azeroth or Outlands so far? You know, I have enjoyed the Outlands questing better. I think that has a lot more to do with, during the development of the game, by the time it got to this point, I feel like I mean, I wouldn't say the quests themselves are better, but I would say that they feel more... It's more dangerous out here, right? And I feel like they really opened that up really well with when you first go through the Dark Portal and the demons are everywhere. They're attacking and killing and, you know, like... And that's kind of just the things as you leave that zone, Hellfire Peninsula, feel a little bit more typical World of Warcraft. They're more dangerous. I feel like there's more... It just feels a little more dangerous out in the world in this. So I'm enjoying doing the same old type of quests, but in a little bit more of a dangerous world. Do you know what I mean? It's obvious that they learned a lot from the way they built their zones in Classic and then coming into Burning Crusade. And I, from what I'm being told, it sounds like when they go from Burning Crusade to Wrath, it's even better. At least that's what it sounds like based on what everyone's telling me. Yeah, no mention on testing length yet. I hope it's under 12 hours. Hoping for a good 6 to 12 hours, maybe even 24 hours would be nice. I think we'll be finding that information out super soon, though. Probably drop in the newsletter if I had to guess. Maybe in the round table. Something for a weekend. Yeah, that'd be nice. That would be very nice to have a whole weekend. And you also got to understand that previous 2-hour sessions had a lot to do with they didn't have a network stack yet. And that meant they were using the Unity network built in, which sucks. And therefore, they had to break everybody up into different groups because they couldn't just allow all the pre-testers on at once because they didn't have their network stack up. They couldn't hold that many people. So they'd have to do multiple sessions throughout the day. So technically the game was being tested for 6 to 8 hours, but each group only 2 hours apiece. So I think with the network stack, we're beyond those days. Does that make sense? That's my opinion. Could be wrong. Well, I mean, it's based on facts. So I think we're past the 2-hour session days. And that's right, Crinkle. New areas to explore. Yep. Let me get all my stuff up. Caleb's to do my big hill. Here we go. Let's see if I can survive this. There we go. There could be a delay. They're having issues implementing vinyl at this point in time, but they're hopeful it'll be cleared up for the September testing. Get a little eat and drink here. which ones am I? Where's that crystal one at? Let me just open up my quest log here. Oh, man, it's a lot of quests. Okay, we got 5 out of 12 of the wolf. Is that it right here? Oh, that's feathers. Gosh, too many quests, man. Thinning the ranks. Did I do that already? Where's the one? Oh, Limbus seeds. Okay, we need 5 more of those. So I'm going to try to do that, and then we should have enough at that point to go turn in and get a decent chunk of XP. A little worried about the delay. It is obviously a big problem if they are now spooked enough to let us know there might be a delay. Honestly, I would expect one at this point. Yeah. I think it's obviously has to do with vinyl and making sure that I think they're just worried that it's, you know, they want it to run stable and everybody to. It's been a long time since the test, right? So obviously, you know, they don't want it to be just a total nightmare where the servers are getting shut down and nobody's even getting to test the content, etc. I think that's probably the issue that they're worried about. It's really hard to know if your server's going to be stable or not until you get all the people on. But maybe they're seeing enough indication from internal testing to know that it's going to be pretty rough. I don't know. I'm not a developer, so I don't know enough about it to really understand. They've conquered worse before, and we have no insight in it at all. The refactor, right. The refactor. The insight we have is enough, right? In my opinion. To know that was an untangling of absolute spaghetti code situation into what you would consider nice, clean, communicates with each other, leaves channels open so that you can attach language coding to different things for the future and things that may change, etc. in a much cleaner way now. Totally was worth it. Wait, I didn't just finish that quest, did I? Oh, I'm getting more than one. I didn't realize that. Sometimes we did get all of them. All right, let me check. Let's see a wolf nearby. There's one. Let's grab him. We need those tails. Oh, a wolf just got on me. Even better. Oh, jeez. Well, I don't want... Okay, there we go. Afraid I might accidentally pull another one on me, then I'll be in trouble. Then I'll be in big trouble. Crap. Oh boy. Glad that wolf turned around. They're communicative, that's enough for me. Some companies don't say anything for long stretch. Yeah, that's true. Very true. Pretty open, too. Now, I don't feel like they've always been open, but for the last year, yeah, I feel like they've been super open and communicate really well with the community. I think they made a big turnaround the past couple of years. But also, maybe, you know, like, there's a time and a place sometimes where, like, prior to this, maybe it didn't make sense to be as open, you know? I don't know. But I'm definitely glad they are now. That's for sure. Another tail. Alright, I'm not going to try to get all those right now. Let's check the map. Where's all these turn-ins at? Down there, mainly. One up here. We can fly back to that one. Alright, cool. Let's do some turn-ins. We're at 2 bubs into 62. We just hit 62 today, so let's see how far these turn-ins get us. A couple of bubs, hopefully. Oh, dang it. With all the positive momentum with the game lately, this is a blow as it gives credence to the... Yeah. It does, but it doesn't at the same time, right? It does for them, you know what I mean, for those people. But for people that know better, like you said, that knows that they've been through way worse, etc., and like, whatever this is, I mean, dude, making MMOs brutal. It's just absolutely brutal. That's why you see so many companies like, oh, we're going to make an MMO. And then they're like, never mind, we couldn't do it. You know, canceled. The reason that happens is because it's hard as hell to make one, you know? So, it's not like just making a video game. It's so much more complicated. Because you're building an actual world. So, where everything, you know, communicates with 100 other things 20 times a second, you know, so, you know, things happen. It's just the way it is. I don't expect anything about creating an MMO to be smooth. If somebody's pretending like it is, they're liars. You know what I mean? If somebody's like, oh yeah, we're making an MMO, everything's great, no problems, like, a liar. Don't trust those people. What's up? Happy streaming. Us watching Nathan's stream probably are all Pantheon patient, but I will say, Alpha not coming out this year was disheartening to hear, and I agree, it was, no doubt. And problems like this cast out. That is true, it does. And that is ridiculously important. Yep, that it does. Dude, they got to hit Alpha in 2023. They got to, man. They really do. Like, the Steam is, you know, because even people who are patient have a limit, right? Everybody has a limit, dude. Everybody has a limit. Alright, somewhere we can fly. Let's go to... What was the name of that? Shatrath. Zone design is really good in this game, though, that's for sure. Really held up over time. Really standing the test of time. Alright, 3 bubs now. Yeah, I think one more turn in, maybe 2. I didn't miss a turn in there, did I? Nope. I think one of those turns in is in that other zone to the east of Hellfire. I mean, to the west. Let's head up here and turn this in. And how am I doing on my gold front? 111. Okay, getting better. I forget how much I need for my charger, but it's a lot. It's a decent little chunk. Fake news. EQ is the only game with good zone design. Yeah, there are other games with good zone design, for sure. Vanguard Saga Heroes, which I'm going to be streaming here in a bit. For example, love the zone design. Or the chunk design. Alright, let's go turn this in. Oh, can you do mounts here? Son of Lothar. Oh, what is that? It's like a little miniature of the Blood Elf city starting area, isn't it? Isn't that the Speaker of the Light or something? A doll. A soothing light fills you as you approach the Naru. Oh, it's a Naru. Okay. Slow musical chimes echo within your mind, and though a word is not uttered, you feel an assurance of safety. You are welcome in Shattrath City. The light that filled your senses as you approach the doll intensifies as you address him. Melodic chimes continue to ring within your head. You are safe here. Wow. That's pretty interesting. Don't burden the doll with mundane questions.
Greetings.
The Naru are wise beyond our understanding. I've learned more from a doll in the last 5 months than all the years I spent in the libraries of Dalaran. Do not burden a doll with petty inquisitions, Paladin. That just might be the most powerful being you ever come face to face with. You do not look familiar. Suppose you want to learn about the city? You'll have to excuse me if I don't give you a tour myself, but I'm a bit busy discussing strategy with the doll. Perhaps you'll find a summoned servant acceptable in my stead. Excellent. Follow Cadavar's servant and listen to its story. Okay, I'm going to do this next time. So, I think I'm done with the WoW for today. I'm going to log off, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream. A lot of good MMORPG conversation today, I believe. I will be back very shortly. Just going to make a thumbnail, get all set up. And playing Vanguard Saga of Heroes. We're headed to that Unrest Mistmore type manor there. Which I'm really looking forward to. So hopefully you guys will join me here in about... what time is it? 10:30. About 30 to 40 minutes as I go live with Vanguard Saga of Heroes. And guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to hit like. And if you're new here, please subscribe. We play a ton of MMOs. It's what we do all day, every day. So hopefully you'll join us on our journey through all these awesome MMORPG worlds. And until next time on the Vanguard stream, guys, everyone have a great day. And God bless and happy gaming. Bye. See you guys in Vanguard.